Hi, this is Steven from Just Got Played. Stay tuned to see the actual unboxing of the game boxes for Castles of Mad King Ludwig Collector's Edition. But I had to take a video, which I don't normally do, of the shipping box that it came in. So you can see I've got Wingspan, copy of Wingspan here just for size comparison. But you can see this is the Colossal Moats and Barbicans and the Royal Collector's Edition, which has the Collector's Edition with some extra bits. I think that's everything that was available in the Kickstarter. You can see the weight and size there of the box. But yeah, this was kickstarted successfully in February of 2021. It just delivered. Also, kudos to Bézier Games, who have done 42 Kickstarter updates. Since then, I've never felt like wondering where this Kickstarter project was going. But, you know, as you can see, this thing is big and it is heavy. And yeah, there it is. Royal Collector's Edition, Colossal Moats and Barbicans. All right, so let's open those boxes up. All right, here we have the Royal Collector's Edition, Castles of Mad King Ludwig from Bézier Games. You can see it's quite a tall box. And if we look at the back here, you can see it's just like the regular Castles of Mad King Ludwig. 1 to 5 players, 90 minutes. If you look here at the contents, some of the things are colored differently, and that is what makes this the Royal versus the regular Collector's Edition. Maybe all those metal tokens is what makes this so heavy. It is quite heavy. We'll see if the Colossal set is heavy too, because to be honest, I bought the Colossal set as a toy for my kids to play with the big tiles. But we'll open that in a minute so that you can compare the sizes. All right, so this has some extra stuff in it versus what you would get just normally getting all the stuff for Castles of Mad King Ludwig. It's got the tiles from the Polish edition in here. It's got some new expansions, decrees, towers. All right, so product catalog, that's fine. We'll set that aside over here. All right, cool. A nice looking rule book. So you can see all the components. There's a new scoreboard. Trayz that are supposed to, be able to come out and help you with setup. Those are from Game Trayz. Here are the towers, another sort of ridiculously large component. Setup diagram, that's nice. Setup for the individual players. Talks about whether if you've got moats and barbicans each round, placing the rooms into the game. Changes from previous editions. Okay, that's cool that they have that in there. We'll have to check that out. And then it talks about the room types and completing the rooms, the favors, bonus cards, and here's expansions. So you could get the moats expansion, the moats in an expansion for the base game. And the secret passages, Swans, towers are new. Royal decrees are new. Some additional rooms, which I guess were, from the Polish version. 83 additional rooms. I didn't know it was that many. I did have those rooms before because I had a Polish edition of the game. They're very interesting. All right, so solo game, some credits, and just a summary, it looks like, of the King's favors and bonus cards. The royal decrees. Yep, there you go. And just spills onto the back page. All right, so these must be all the different foyers. You can see lots of cool artwork and colors to choose from. Let me see here. That's relatively thick. It's just a nice piece of cardboard. All right, here is a scoreboard. So let me see if I can get the plastic off that real quick. Shrink wrapped in plastic. It doesn't want to come off easily. And just want to be careful not to cut the board, This is quite large, though. I mean, I guess it has to be, right? Because you put all kinds of rooms, towers, and other stuff on it. All right, let's take a look here. So there's, half the scoreboard. It's got 2 different sides to it. Interesting. All right, let's take a look at this piece. All right, and this piece. I guess those go on the ends of the other piece. All right, interesting. All right, 2 different sides to those as well. I was thinking that was going to be 2 pieces that were folded and not 3, but whatever. This must be like a start player marker, huh? Wow, that's chunky and nice. Nice art there. All right, so we've got these trays in here. I guess it's taped shut. Let me cut the tape off here. All right, we can get access to some of these towers. All right, so you can take a look at the towers. These are new. It's just sort of a lightweight plastic piece. I was thinking it would have more heft to it, particularly how heavy this entire thing is. But all right, we've got another tower. Lots of these different pieces of art to look at. I didn't get a good angle from above of that one. It's nice. All right, and how about that one? All right, let's just keep going. I think there's 7 of these total. All right, that one looks good there. And there. All right. All right, another piece here. And is that a tower? I don't know. It's pretty cool, whatever it is. All right, and here's some of those trays. So, it tells, this is how many of each of that type of tile you need, depending on how many players you have. And then, the different numbers on the rooms tell you which rooms go in here. So the big round ones are like 500s, All right, so let's set that aside. Everything has to be taped together, apparently. Not really sure why that is, since it all fits in here nicely, but all right, so there's another, not sure what goes in there, but all right, and these are, I guess, favor cards. I forgot the names of all the different things, right? Okay, it's a place for your discards, and I guess a draw deck and discards for these cards, right? Symbols match. That's nice. Again, some of the smaller rooms. And again, more trays for holding rooms. All right, and then the purple game tray. That's cool. I hope I can figure out how to put all this stuff back together. Just kidding. I'm sure it'll be relatively easy. All right. So nice tray going on there. It tells you, what you can store in here. All right. There's a place for stairs. It says stairs down in there. All right. More pieces here. We'll set some of those pieces aside. We'll look at those after we just take a look at these trays. All right. So again, you can see all the numbers in there. It tells you, what goes where. So that's nice. We've got some moats and barbicans or whatever, I guess, here, and the secret passages. All right. So, about the same as the other pieces we looked at earlier. Those are pretty nice. I can't remember. I did have the secrets expansion with the secret passages, but these feel like maybe they're nicer. I can't really remember for sure, though. Maybe that's me imagining it. All right, what do we got here? Oh boy, this is heavy, right? Because this has got the coins in it. And I think that's what's causing a lot of the weight here. Let's see. All right, actually, I'm going to set this down here. Show you a couple of the coins. Right, so there's a 5 and a 1. They are chunky, thick, and they are heavy. And to be honest, they're unnecessary, but I had to buy them to get everything I wanted, which is a little unfortunate. These actually have some heft to it. It's kind of nice, the swans. Because they've got like metal bases or something. All right, cool. But you can see I think there were like a lot of stretch goals to just add a bunch of different colors of swans. So any color you want there. All right. Set those aside. What else in here? We had these favor tokens. I never remember what everything's named. All right. These go with the towers, maybe. All right, there you go. I got a whole set of those here. And I guess the Swans. Do the Swans will fit down in here? Is that what this is? Oh yeah. So the Swans all fit down in those trays. That's nice. Okay. We've got a lot of pieces to punch out, or maybe not. Some of them just fall out right away. Which, I'd rather have that happen than the ones, where they didn't cut them well enough and then you push them and they have frayed edges or whatever. But all right, so there's just some examples of some of the art. There's the 9-pin alley and Singer's Chamber. And what do we have here? The Gatehouse. All right, so these are nice. Feel like what you would have expected from the base game. I think the art here is very nice, though. I mentioned the Polish version, which I had because the art was very nice, but the symbology was a little buried in the art. Not really buried, but it was so busy that we missed some of it. So I actually sort of thought the regular game was better, even though the art wasn't as good. This is just a really good compromise between the two. So let's take a look at that Venus Grotto closer. Oh yeah, very nice. So I'm really liking this production. I mean, not liking how big this box is and how heavy this thing is, but there is no denying it is a nice production. All right. Just showing a bunch of the pieces here. A lot of them just falling out as I pick them out of the box here. So, not giving you the full view, but that's all right. There must have been a really sharp cutter for these pieces in the middle that keep falling out. All right. And we've got, moats. So there was a slot in there for the moats earlier. All right, so we've got some of those. Got the tower. These are the pieces that go on the tower. All right, so and some foyers. Foyer. I guess these are the cheat sheets, right? For each person, telling what the room completion rewards are, actions and scoring. All right, I love player aids, so it's nice. I assume there's 5 of them in here. Let's count. There's 2. Here's 2 more. Yeah. More of the towers. All right, and there is 1 more. All right, so we have 5 of those player aids. Very nice. And more tower. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at some of these pieces that I set aside originally. So these are the Swan Tokens, where those other ones are, player markers or something. But you get these in the game. All right, so it looks like we've got red, green, purple, blue, and a yellowish. So let's pull out a couple of different colors. All right, let's look at the purple ones. I'm a fan of the color purple. You may be able to tell from my purple mat here I got in the background. So here's a couple of the purple ones. All right. Nice, very nice. Production there. And then we'll look at the yellow. The yellow has a nice contrast with the blue background here. All right, what do we get here? All right, and see, they're relatively thick. Nice pieces there. All right, let's take a look at some of these cards that we have. If I can get them open. I sold my Polish version of this game at a charity auction, and I haven't played it in a long time. Was waiting for this. Just been waiting for this one. All right, so these are all these cards. All right, so these cards. Well, they're telling you the different rooms that you can draw. All right, so that tells you, what kind of room that you need to put out. All right. All right, so that's all of those cards. Let's have a look at these. Are these the new decrees? I was looking forward to seeing this. It basically gives you sort of an asymmetric power. So, all got that same back. So let's take a look at some of these. All right, so take 2 different completion rewards when you complete a downstairs room. That's cool. Choose from 3 of these when you complete that. All right. Take stairs and a hallway when you complete, or is that an or both? I don't know. Okay. 8 victory points when you complete that kind of room. Bunch of money when you complete those. So, all right, I won't sit here and read these, but I will just sift through them real quick if you want to take a look at what you've got here. But yeah, these are asymmetric powers. So, and I think you draft these at the beginning of the game. Oh, that's cool. And yeah, so then you just have, some special thing that other people don't have. I like that. It's not always the best to start with these, because particularly if you're drafting them, because people don't really know, how am I supposed to play with that? What am I doing? But it is, like that one, I feel like someone, probably an experienced player, would be more likely to use that well. But anyway, it's nice that once you played the game a little to mix it up by having stuff like this. So cool. Glad that we have that addition to the game. All right, let's have a look at these, whatever these are, like goals or something. I don't know, in-game scoring points. I can't remember thematically what they're called. Let me not opening that very well, so I'm just going to get my knife over here. All right. See what we've got in here. All right, so all of these have the same back for the, utility rooms that give you these? All right, yep. All right, 3 points for each of those rooms, 2 points for your downstairs room, for utility rooms. I don't know if any of these are any different, but these are all just, ways to score points at the end of the game, if you meet these conditions or if you have, a bunch of those things. So, all right, cool. So that is the Royal Collector's edition. And now we're going to take a look at the Colossal Moats and Barbicans. Okay, now we have the Colossal Moats and Barbicans. So this has the Colossal Tiles, which are 4 times as big as the regular tiles. And it also has the large Moats and Barbicans. I was on the fence about whether I wanted the large Moats and Barbicans, but I figured I would just go ahead and get it. So you can see that's what it looks like. This giant box is not a playable game. It's just the components, the giant components. So you need, money and cards and player markers and stuff from the other game. But it's just full of a new scoreboard, a bunch of colossal components, and some game trays, apparently. All right. It says, look at the FAQ for important notes on playing Colossal. Curious what the important notes are. I mean, don't you just play the game? I guess you need a table big enough to play it. Maybe they're want to warn you about that. You also need a forklift to play it, apparently. My goodness, these things are heavy. All right. So there's this, which is just, I'm guessing, the contents, because like I said, there's no gameplay changes that I'm aware of. Don't play with 5 players if it's your first game of Castles and Mad King Ludwig. Only do that with experienced players. All right, that's interesting. Colossal rules. It's the same with a few exceptions. All right, so there you go. There are some exceptions. I wasn't aware of that, but hey, you should pay attention to it. All right, what do we got in here? A bunch of things that are taped together, I'm sure. All right. Let's see. Start with this. We have got some colossal pieces. Obviously, I don't have to be able to punch those. Let's see here. I've got the gatehouse from the other version. Let's see if we can find the gatehouse, which is a 250 in here. Hey, look at that. That was easy. Put those back there. Take a look. And we can just compare for size the two gatehouses. So there you go. I said it would be 4 times the size. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. All right. We'll check out. We'll compare some of the other bigger rooms here. But let's just take a look at one of them. The text is pretty big on that. That's nice. I mean, you're going to have a lot of space to have your giant castle. So it's nice you can sort of read somebody else's castle from across the way. All right, set those aside. Got some kind of tray here. I guess you put the pieces on top that are allocated for a specific game. All right, let's take a look at, I don't know, let's look at a 400. What do we got here? The Bog. Well, wasn't that a great fun thing? Okay, to come up with first. And Tasso Room. And, we've got the secret passageways. These are just massive and chunky, right? You can see they're dual layered to do the connections well. All right, that's nice. Let's set those aside. And what have we got next? We've got 600s and I haven't seen the 500s yet. Did I miss the 500s? I don't see the 500s. Oh, they're right here in front of me. Duh. Okay. Hey, that was a genius moment. All right. What do we got here? I've got a 600 over here, and that is the Singer's Chamber. So, all right, let's see. See if we can find the Singer's Chamber. Thought I was going to pull it off right there at the beginning, but no, that's the audience room. Hey, number 2, Singer's Chamber. I'm pretty good at this. All right. So there is the Singer's Chamber. All right. And let's compare that. Really, you say 4 times the size, and maybe that doesn't mentally compute how big this really is. I mean, it is 4 times the size, right? You can see, but that's so much bigger. I mean, look at the size of this. It's like a kid's dinner plate. Yeah, that's great. I mean, it's everything I wanted it to be. All right. I always liked the Venus Grotto. I've been to the actual Venus Grotto and was totally impressed when I was a kid. So let's find it in here. Hey, look at that big one. All right. Venus Grotto. All right, there you go. You can see, again, about 4 times the size there, right? Yeah, 1, 2, the diameter. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. So this is the radius. All right. Anyway, all right. Man, just look at, I was going to play Frisbee with that. It's so big. All right. And then we have a whole bunch of foyers, however you pronounce that. I do like purple. There you go. I think one of my kids is going to love the bunny. All right. Cool. And probably the cat. There's probably a dragon in there too. I'm sure they're going to love all that stuff. All right. And then there's the Moats and Barbicans, which, I'm probably not going to play with these when I'm doing the giant version, but you never know. See how big those pieces are. I mean, when you go to connect these pieces together, it's just going to be quite massive. But yeah, all right. So let's go back to this scoreboard that was in here. All right. So let me see if I can get the plastic off of it. I don't know if you guys saw the beginning of this video when I had the giant shipping box. I think I'm going to keep that giant shipping box that this game came in, just in case I ever retire and want to downsize. I'll just go live in that. That's how big it is. All right. Sorry about that. All right. We got, just look at how big that is. I mean, it's got to be like 4 feet long. I mean, come on. No. Okay. Maybe not that big. It's still pretty big. And the back is just art. But all right. Yeah, that is quite a big All right, so we can put everything out there on the table. Yeah. Oh, wow. All right. So that is 25 pounds of Castles of Mad King Ludwig, including the Colossal Moats and Barbicans. All right, everybody, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more things like this. Hey, leave a comment. That helps us as well. Or, if you have a question, leave a comment. In the description of the video, there's also a link to our Discord channel, so you can come over there and, just chat about games, distract me from my day job. And anyway, if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll try to answer them. But until the next time, thanks for watching.